Welcome to the channel, I'm SmileyFaceX, and we're back at it with some more Bazaar. I'll link the previous fucking intro guide to the Bazaar in the description, but on that one we played a ranked game with Vanessa. This time we're going to play a ranked game with one of the other heroes, known as Dooley. Dooley's a bit different in the way that he operates. Like I said in that intro video, all the heroes are significantly different from each other. They got a much different item pool, they play differently, they got different things. So whereas Vanessa gets a starting like item, Dooley gets to pick a core that all do different things and kind of starts to tailor your build around it. So our options are critical core, which funnily enough revolves around critting stuff. We've got armored core, which is around shielding, and companion core, which is around friends, which is a little, what do you call it? Tag. So we're going to get armored core here, a bit more defensive, kind of leave options open because shields are always kind of nice. Our initial skill, we've got some burn ones and, funnily enough, a shield one. So we're just going to go with the shield one because that's what we've got that buffs us right now. Haste items are normally pretty good. So are medium, or at least medium items might be okay right now. I think Dooley's like got some pretty trashy bronze tier medium items, so I think I'm just going to get the free haste item because haste items are normally really good, so getting a free one's always nice. We've got our monster encounter, so as part of the core, when I use any item to the left, it charges the core 1 second, so it doesn't speed it up, it just jumps it a second in front. So we're going to swing this over here. Should mention as well, this is played on the brand new patch, the one that was dropped on the 14th of November. That's what we're doing. Let's go the Kyber drone. With as much shielding as we got, we shouldn't lose any of these encounters. We'll just out heal him. Then the sandstorm will take over the rest. So you can see when this goes off, it charges the core for 1 second, and then this thing's ability also gives it haste, which is the green numbers just underneath the shield number. And then your portrait gets this cool little animation when you get above us, like a 30 health shielded, I believe is when it does this. And it keeps expanding the more shield that you get above your HP. Which looks pretty cool, I think. Alright. Now we don't need a weapon. We can just out heal people and go to the sandstorm every time, but it's not a bad weapon to have just there. We want to have everything to the left of this so it helps charge it, except for potentially shield items, because when it activates, it gives shield items to the right of this 5 shield. So shield items to the right, everything else to the left is the name of the game. Alright, we've got Deborah, which could maybe put us in a spot to level up before the human player encounter, but if it does, we definitely wouldn't have any items to throw in, so it's probably not that beneficial. So I think we're just going to get a weapon if we can, something half decent. There's some good options. The Uzi is one of the best ones. Chris Army Knife's very versatile, pretty happy with that. I don't think we need a reroll. I don't think we're going to get anything better. Small, so we get regen equal to your level. The regen's normally really strong early, but they've just changed this to equal your level. Before it used to be 3 regen and just flat throughout. So terrible late game, but really good early game. 1 at day 1 or level 1 is pretty average. It's not terrible, but Dooley has some insane small items, but because we're going for a bit of a shield build, at least at the moment, I think Fortis is our best bet to get as strong as we can for our first fight. So leftmost shield, medium shield, small shield, or large shield. Let's go medium shield. That's what we got at the moment. And then we can adjust our build. I think the GPU doesn't do enough right now. And I think the Stinger, slowing for 1 second's nice. Life steal's nice, but it's a 9-second cooldown. So I think the Uzi and the Chris Army Knife's good. The Uzi is really nice for Dooley because it's on a 2-second cooldown, so it charges this really quick. And this just has multiple Like, it's 5 seconds and it gives damage and shield. So, because it gives shield, I'm actually going to throw it over to the right. Ooh, that kind of cooks the shielding. Oh, well, is what it is. That's a little bit annoying, actually. Because we have that rightmost shield, maybe we play this shield build with only the core as our only shield item, and everything else still goes to the left, rather than solely relying on it. So this is our first human player combat. So this guy's rocking a ammunition build that relies on burn. So if he can't get me with the initial charges, he's not going to get me. And that's kind of where we're at the moment. So as long as I can get some shielding above his health, I'll win once the Sandstorm goes off. So this should be a win. But geez, it was fucking close. Oh, he's got a really good starting build. Not good enough to beat me, but we got our first win out of our 10 that we need, so we're looking good. Yeah, because everything's going to be charging the core's probably going to activate than any other item to the right of it, which is why I think just because of rear shielding, we should probably only have the armored core here. So it should probably look like that. But then we don't scale up with shields. So at the moment, we'll keep it this way, but we'll try to replace probably the Chris Army Knife with some other stuff. We can get a friend, boost our stats, which isn't that great, or we can get some small items. Like I said, Dooley has some pretty good small items, so we're going to go that way. Ooh, an upgrade to the Uzi. That's pretty big because just how often it fires off. Having an extra 4 damage is nice. Then we got an economy item here, crypto. So I'll buy it for 2, and every time I check a new store and stuff like that, it'll change its value between 0 and 5. So it's kind of like an investment. And copper red's normally pretty solid as well. I don't think I'm going to re-roll because I just don't have money to buy anything if anything actually came up. And we leveled up. So we can have max health, some more XP, some gold per tool, some core, gaining shield based off what I've got in my stash, or burn. So we're not using burn. Health is pretty weak right now. Gold's not very important. So I think it's either 2 XP or the shield. This helps us immediately. It doesn't scale like at all. This kind of helps fling us into the next level. I don't think 12 shield is going to make or break us, so we're going to go meditation here. And we don't need to throw stuff in yet, but you can see the crypto is currently worth 1, so nothing. Options, we can get a small shield item. Again, I think just because they are skills, we're not going to rely on shield items, so we're going to go away from that. Strange mushroom, some random stuff can happen there. Or curio. Bronze tier junk items. Junk items aren't what they seem. They're kind of like monster items and stuff, and other ways to upgrade your items. I actually don't mind it. You can play some pretty fucking fun builds with this dude. I had one build, I think it was yesterday, that played around this improved bludgeon a whole heap, and it was actually pretty strong. So I think definitely Vial of Blood and XP is just huge. These other weapons and stuff aren't very good. Potentially this. Nah, that's terrible. Yeah, we kind of low rolled here. I guess scrap, we can utilize that as well. So we can sell, this is worth 4. That'll do. We'll sell that Vial of Blood for the XP. Then we can get some scrap for 2. Sell it for 1 to improve our core a little bit. Yeah, we'll re-roll. We'll see if we can get something better. Okay. So, Icicle is normally really good to stop some of the aggro builds. Makeshift Barricade's really good if you got slow stuff. And actually, Junkyard Lance is low-key, like, not bad. Because it does scale up as you upgrade the item. So I think the diamond tier is 15 damage per small item you have. And Dooley loves his small items. So if we have the lance over here, bunch of small items with the only non-small item being the core, that could actually be pretty good. And I definitely want to try it out. The Problem is, I don't have the money for it. So we might give it a miss this time, but yeah, definitely want to give it a go at some stage. All right, let's get our build sorted. So we got 2 spare slots. I think that the GPU is very important, and I guess Copper Ed as well. Chris Army Knife has the faster cooldown over the Copper Ed, so 5 seconds versus 6. So I'll put him on the right so he gets more because he's going to proc more often. All right, now who are we going to verse? I think we're actually pretty strong. I think we take down the hardest one. So this guy's giving us an extra XP, which is the blue thing in the middle. So this one's 3 gold, 2 XP, 4 gold, 2 XP, and then 5 gold and 3 XP. So I think I actually want to level pretty quickly here. I think we can definitely take this guy on. He scales a little bit with this, but we scale with our shielding, and poison's normally pretty good against shields as well. We should very, very slowly burn through his shield. The main thing is that we're going to get, hopefully, more max health than him once the sandstorm starts, and then we'll be alright. So we're at just under 500. He's at 500. We're obviously scaling that a little bit better though, so we should be okay. Yep. Yeah, we're good. Yep, a draw is actually a win. Don't panic. We're okay. Ooh. And then when you shield, this gains damage. This is actually really good for us. A good replacement. Well, not even replacement, because we just grew our rug a little bit. So magic is friendship. That's a friends thing. We do have 2 friends, so it's not too bad. Leftmost weapon upgrade could be significant. Crit chance. Up to 4% crit. That's not terrible. Health is pretty bad. Scavenger hunt. We're just not looking for scavenger hunting right now. Interesting, interesting. We can definitely still go for a shield build, but maybe use barbed wire to scale for the meantime. And if we're doing that, we might want to look at upgrading the barbed wire. The other options are pretty average. Crit chance is always kind of good, but unless you're going into crit, it's pretty unreliable. So I actually think our best bet right now is upgrading this barbed wire. It's already silver quality, so getting it up to gold should hopefully buff its... Yeah, so instead of gains 10 on 5 on shield, it's now 10, so it's double as effective, which is cool. We get a slow item. Dooley's slow items aren't too bad, actually. Jungle Ruins is kind of a bit of a random one. Small and large items. We don't really need items right now. Like, we got 1 spare slot, but I think I'd rather get a slow item for free. Duct tape's insane. Alrighty. Then, non-weapon items. Abandoned chest. Or some more health. I don't think we're really looking for weapons right now, so I think we're going to go to the chest, get a bit more gold and XP. It's not going to level us up before the human fight, which is right now, but this thing is our worst items. It's coming out. The duct tape's coming in. It's really solid. It's another shield for the barbed wire to use. It says when you use an adjacent item, you gain whatever shield this has. And when it charges up, it actually slows an item for 1 second. So you want to put it in between your fastest firing stuff, which is probably going to be next to the core, because the core gets charged by all these. Yep, let's do that and give it a go. Maybe just because of that, we're swinging around this way. Because this charges a little bit quicker, so it's going to set this off, even though it's a second slower for the rightmost shield. Because it sets this off quicker, setting this off pumps up our barbed wire. So I think we're looking pretty good here. Feels like a really strong build at this stage of the game. And I'm pretty sure we're just going to get the victory over wins. Unless they've got something insane. Yeah, we should be alright here. They don't have a whole lot of damage, and we definitely do. So barbed wire's already up to 60. Yeah, this build's looking pretty good so far. So even though we're not making the most out of the rear shielding, we are making the most out of barbed wire. And I think we are definitely going to just play into that strength. Alright, we can get experience. We're definitely going to get level 4 before our next player encounter, so I'm not too worried about XP. Large items. I mean, there's some decent large items, but not at this stage of the game. Slow items. I mean, we've got our duct tape. I don't think we really need much else. But I guess we don't have anything for when we level. I think we're just going to get a slow item. Yeah, this is pretty bad. So it's slow an item, and when you slow poison, so it'll proc with the duct tape, but it's only one poison, and we do have another poison item, but it's still a pretty weak combination. So gain gold equal to your level, that's not particularly good. Lost crates, not bad, that's a bit of XP. Or medium and large items. Not really chasing medium or large items just yet. There are a couple of decent silver ones though that maybe we'd want to use over the mini Uzi or the GPU. And we do need more items when we level, so let's go this way. Armadillo is the first one. When you shield, deal damage equal to this guy's shield. Oh, we can upgrade our chem snail. That's not happening. Armadillo is not bad. It is a shield. It is a bit more damage. It's not outstanding though.
Anyway, thanks.
Brick Buddy is a way to scale up your shield, but it only affects Brick Buddy. It doesn't proc any extra shields and stuff like that. We can put him in between two friends, so he can scale pretty hard. It's probably not a bad thing to do. He has a quick cooldown. We already have shield scaling with the armored core though, so it's kind of double tapping it. Alright, we're not quite leveled, but Uzi and the GPU, while they're not bad, they're not doing us the best right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Brick Buddy in to add another shield to help our barbed wire out. The core isn't charging as much, but it's okay. It's not that bad. Because it's not charging as much, maybe the duct tape is better off in between Brick Buddy and Chris Army Knife. Oh, no, but then it fucks this thing's adjacent friend stuff. So I think we'll keep this. Again, I think we're really strong, so I'm going to go for the Scout Trooper. I really don't think we're going to lose to any of these early monsters. Yeah. This guy's got a bit of damage. He's got a little bit of ramping up with this thing. But I think we just ramp harder. Hopefully. Or I'm completely wrong and we lose the game. But he's adding 6 damage every so often. We're kind of adding a lot of shielding. And he's running out of ammo for his Uzi. There we go. Nice. We probably want to stop getting shield items and put some more damage in, to be honest. We got another slow item, so maybe that chem snail is not looking too bad. No, we're not going to use that. Let's be honest. Alright, we got some options. Core cooldown. We're not really hard using the core right now. We might even not use it. Upgrade the leftmost shield item. Could be good. Upgrade our leftmost weapon, get a friend, or max health. I think it's definitely weapon. We're kind of connected to our build right now. Now it's gaining 20 damage for the fight, which is insane. Spare change, weapons, but we got our shield skills guy. We're definitely going to him because we're looking pretty solid. So, got a couple options here. Small shields gain 3, all shields gain 2. Shields gain crit, or medium shields get buffed up a bit more. We actually just want a lot of shields proccing. So I kind of think toughness might be the play. Maybe microfiber. That's a pretty substantial buff for the standard defenses though, but... So that's going to add 12, and because I got 2, so 24. I've got 1, 2, 3, 5 shields. This adds 10. That's only for the time being. So I guess, yeah, I guess standard defenses is just better. Get it? It's because it's an upgrade of a current one that we already have. Small non-weapon item could be good. Chocolate bars give you health. I don't know whether we'll need that. Or just general items. Let's go for items because we could get quite a few upgrades. We don't really have very good upgrades right now. Okay, Balloon Bot. When you use a weapon to the right of this, gain 10 shield for the fight. I'm thinking this is pretty good because it's on a 3-second cooldown, which means it's going to buff up the barbed wire a lot. I'm mainly looking at cooldowns right now. And it's a silver item, which is really solid as well. Let's get rid of some items that we're just never going to use. We're definitely not using the Chem Snail. We might use the Armadillo. Probably not, but you will grab this. And we'll also re-roll this. Why is that up to 28 shield? Let me just... What's going on? So it's gaining 18. How is it gaining 18 shield? Oh, it's a medium item. Of course. That actually checks out. Oh, security camera. Shield items crit chance, but it's on a long cooldown, so I'm not that fussed over it. It's a burn item. This is a haste item. We're not about that. Let's just move on. And we're going to have player fights. We have to actually sort out our board a little bit here. This has to be where it is because it's the weapon to the right. So it has to be in this layout, unless I want to put the barbed wire over the right-hand side. But I don't think we really need to do that. I think we can just keep it here. I mean, alternatively, we put it over here because it'll proc off Chris Army Knife because it counts as a weapon. And it's a faster cooldown than Chris Army Knife, which means it'll proc the duct tape more often as well. There's a lot of shielding. Do I want to put in Armadillo? Because it is a medium. No, I can't put in Armadillo. Oh, I mean, he is a friend, so I can get rid of, let's say, Copper Ed and the duct tape. The duct tape procs twice, though, to help the barbed wire. Let's see how it goes. Because it's a bit of extra damage. So this is doing 58 every time. Yeah, it'll probably speed up the fight. It's probably better. Let's do it. It's less scaling on the barbed wire, but it's probably better consistent damage throughout, so... See if we can get our... What would this be? Our third win? Ooh. So this guy's got that crit core that we were talking about earlier. Only pretty strong. The combat core is really good as well. I think we should outscale this though. Hopefully. Yep. We just got him. It's pretty close. Pretty close. Armadillo actually just got buffed. He used to just have a flat amount of damage, and now it's equal to the item's shield, which is way, way better. Silver tier items, these could be pretty good. We are a bit poor right now. We don't have that many small items, actually. We're kind of going for medium shields. And we kind of got one spare thing happening at the moment. Yeah. Maybe we just want to get an item. There's always one free option and 2, like, pay ones. We could sell something to get a decent tier. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to get an item. The free one's always there because even if it's shit, you can always sell it for money. So it's kind of like just getting money. So yeah, we're not going to use this, but it's two bucks. Burn item, burn skills, or medium items. Definitely medium items. That's what we got going on. Armadillo upgrade. Gets an extra 20 shield. That's actually a lot of damage. Welding helmet, nah. Motherboard. Haste the core for 2 seconds. When the core gains haste, give it damage. Our core doesn't do damage. So this is actually pretty bad. So we're not going to worry about that. I think I might re-roll here because we've actually got a pretty good pretty good odds of getting an upgrade, I think. And we did. We got the Brick Buddy upgrade. Actually pretty substantial. It's like 3 times as good. We just need $4. which we're never going to use the Uzi, so it's gone. GPU is pretty average. Copper red, probably worse than the duct tape. And now we got our $4. Can't afford anything else unless we want to sell stuff, and these are very slow cooldowns anyway. Alright. We got these options. I'm not sure what the Technovirus has, if we can take him on or not, if we scale hard enough. Let's assume that we can. Oh, he's destroying small items, so if this destroys the barbed wire, well, it will destroy the barbed wire. Hopefully we get some good damage off before it does. And then the Armadillo can put in the work. Yeah, so these destroy small items. But we've got a lot of medium items and a lot of shielding, so we're fine. Easy. Alright, give your other items haste for 2 seconds while you burn. Or the enemy burns. Nah, it's kind of bad, but it's a lot of money to sell. Okay, we got loot. Shield items, gain shield per level, so 5 at the moment, that's really good. Upgrade the leftmost shield item, XP, or upgrade my leftmost weapon. I think shield multiplier or meditation are looking pretty good right now. We can upgrade a shield item, but like... Armadillo probably gives us the most value out of that, but it's probably just as beneficial to just go the shield multiplier. Hard to say though. XP, we're looking pretty good on XP. And I don't think this will get us a level up before the player fight, so it's not that mandatory. So I think it's either we upgrade the Armadillo or we multiply our shields. Let's go the Armadillo. Let's do it. So it goes from 48. So we added 30. That's pretty significant. Alright, large items. Haste and charge skills. That's normally really good to get off the ground, because the thing that we have a problem with at the moment is if we just get bursted before we ramp our shields, could be bad. So, quick freeze. First time you haste, freeze an item. We don't have any haste currently. First time you use a large item, we don't have a large item. When you use your leftmost, haste an item for a second. That could be good, because this is on a 4-second cooldown, so that's really good. First time you freeze, haste. That'd be good later. We also don't have the money for that. I mean, we do have money for it now. That'd be good later, because it is pretty easy to get haste. We just don't have it at the moment. So I think we're just going to go lefty loosey and let him kind of help charge up these other things. Friend items, but we're out of money, so I guess it is just snack time. Not ideal, but what can you do? Let's go to the player fight. Another Vanessa. Let's see how we go. Okay, a bit of damage, a little bit of shielding. I think we should be okay here. Yeah, it's definitely not enough damage to get through my shielding. You can see the haste going off every time the barbed wire goes off as well. It's boosting something. Yeah, nice. The Armadillo is actually really solid. The change to it actually makes this build pretty insane. Alrighty. Small item. Jockey bars. Large items. I really don't think we want large items. I can't think of any off the top of my head that I'd want to use. The other one would be like Robotics Factory, but if we put in that, like what would we take out? Probably the core. And Chris Army knife. But then the combo doesn't work, so. We either get some health, which is like 50, or we just get a small item. Let's go a small weapon because we can just sell it. $2. And friend items. We've got 4 friends, so I thought for sure we'd hit an upgrade, but apparently not. Oh, there we go. We got the Chris Army knife. And we're never going to go copper red, so we're not going to worry about that. Level up, upgrade our leftmost item. Let's go to the armadillo once again. 78 up to 118, so it added 40. That is pretty good. Now, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Sabertooth, internal, envoy, or mod squad. These guys sound techie, like they've got shit that I want, but I know that Sabertooth has an insane skill that if I can get it, reduces this cooldown by like 30%, which is pretty significant considering we've got Lefty Lucy and this is a big source of our damage. I guess it's not the main source of our damage though. Armadillo is probably doing way more now, but definitely is. So let's just go mod squad, get the XP. What's his skill? When you use a friend, your weapons gain 2 damage. We do have a lot of friends, but 2 damage is pretty weak because we don't have that many weapons. We got a gold version crypto. That's really nice because we have been stinging for gold. Speaking of stinging for gold, we do have a cache of riches. Cache of riches. Medium items. Damn, because Lost Crate's really good as well. It's $2 and an XP. But medium items is what we're all about right now, I think. Getting a better balloon bot and brick buddy. Actually, how important are these upgrades? I don't even think they're important. I think we've got the important ones upgraded. I think Armored Core is probably the next decent one to upgrade. So maybe we just do Lost Crate. Let's do it. Sells items, temporary boost, or a little bit of money. Let's just go items.
The bazaar's a crazy place, right?
Okay, schematics. When you upgrade an item, this gains value. When you sell this, give the core crit chance equal to this item's value. And the last one, we're never going to put it on our board, so that's not going to count. So this is kind of like a economy item, right? Because as long as we upgrade 2 things, we get our money back. Because it sells, we buy it for 8, it sells for 4. Its ability there, we only have to upgrade 2 things and it sells back. But we are kind of poor right now, so I don't think we're going to do that. And these other options kind of suck. So we're just going to reroll. Alpha Ray. Nah. Chem Snail's back again. Nah, these are all bad. Let's keep going. Player fight. I don't think we can upgrade our board at all. So let's just get into it. It's a pig with lost a fair bit of prestige. He's only on 1 win on day 5. So he's in trouble. He is level 7.
Have you noticed I'm huge?
So he's a level up on us, but I think we're okay here. He's got a golf club build. It states when you heal, gain 10. And the bird here has multicast. That's how that's kind of utilized. We got the armadillo just shooting rockets. And the barbed wire scaling to infinity. This is actually a really good build. Alright. Get a shield item. It's probably not as good as you think it is, just because we've already got all of our kind of items. Max health could be good, because that just gives us burst kind of potential. Leftmost shield gets a bunch of shield. That's probably the least used shield item out of all of ours. That's not very good. Or your poison items. So this is pretty terrible. It's between shield amplifier, Titan protocol, or shields up. I think it's between these two. And I think because we're stingy on money, I think we're just going to get the item. Yep. Terrible item. For this build. Normally, every item has a place somewhere, but for this build, terrible. Weapons, no, there's nothing decent. The only thing I'm thinking is that, like, we can replace Chris Army Knife potentially. Because, yeah, like it's ramping a little bit with this, but most of the ramping's coming from the Armored Core, and it just proccing every 3 seconds is better. So, honestly, this is probably... Duct Tape is probably better than the Chris Army Knife. But then it doesn't buff this one with the friend. Again, scaling on that's kind of bad. We should probably replace it. All these options are kind of bad. There's the money option, there's the health option. Let's just go the money. Oh, okay. Work at the docks or get friend items. We have a couple of friends that we can upgrade. Kind of bad. Copperhead. Nah. Let's have a look, see if we can get some upgrades. Nah. Use another friend. This gains 10 damage for the fight, but it's a large item, so it's not as good. And it's only gaining 10. This is gaining 20 because these are all shield items, so nah. So I think here, I think we want to just proc shields more often, which the duct tape does. These stop scaling. Like this still scales off the armadillo. And this stops scaling, but honestly, I don't think it's that important. Let's go the big one. This should, if we beat this guy, it should let us level up before the player fight. Oh, but this is a poison build. I didn't really think about that. Poison sneaks under the bottom of shields, so we just need to kill him quickly. Armadillo, do your business. Nice. Very good. We got a 4-second shield. I'm just looking at the timers at the moment, because potentially we replace Brick Buddy with 2 small shields, right? Because he's not actually that great. Small friends, skills, small items. Let's go skills. See if we can get some cool stuff here. Ooh, medium shields. Large weapons. We don't have large weapons. The next time you use a large item. No, we don't have that. Medium poison item. So I think it's definitely standardized defenses or a reroll. But I think this is heaps of value. For $6, that's pretty insane. Slow item, non-weapon items, or tox clocks. We're definitely going to try to speed things up. Got an upgrade. Ooh, and it's heavy duct tape. So that means it's got an enchant on it. So this slows one item for 2 seconds. When you use an adjacent item, 5 up to 10. I can't remember what heavy does. But let's get it. It's an upgrade either way. Oh, so it slows the second item. So heavy is slow. So now this is slowing 2 items. So that's pretty insane. Got some freeze rays and stuff. Not too worried about that. Induction Aegis. It slows my items, which I don't want. So we're not going to use that. No. Chem Snail once again. It really wants us to use Chem Snail. It's not happening. Alright, leftmost item, or leftmost weapon, I should say. We don't have any other weapons needed to upgrade. A little bit of money, upgrade the core, loot, or XP. I think we upgrade the core now. Upgrading the core buffs its... Currently, when it procs 5 shields to everything to the right of it, we upgrade it, and now it's 10 shield to everything to the right of it. So the scaling just increases heaps, which helps out Armadillo.
You do see these tusks.
This Armadillo is going off tap. This guy's got a lot of shields, and he buffs his healing. But I don't think he can keep up with my damage. Yep. Not quite enough, mate.
I can see you're going places, but I'll be chasing you.
Alrighty. Day 7. Currently undefeated. This is going really well so far. Our options are 3 spare change, any item in the bazaar, or monster skills. Monster skills are actually insane. There's some really cracked ones out there, so I always pick this when I see it. When you sell a small item, give a shield +4. It's not bad, not terrible though. When you sell a small item, weapons gain damage. We're kind of poor. We're not really cycling through the shop. Your non-tool items have 10% crit chance for each tool you have. We have one tool. So that's 10% crit for everything, which... that isn't bad. When you use a non-weapon item, burn one and poison one. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's pretty often, to be honest. Poison sneaks under shields. That could be beneficial. Burn doesn't. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just not amazing. The right tool's probably the one to get. Just having the 10% is enough. Because shields can crit. It just costs a lot of money. Let's sell some stuff. This is worth 40. I should be checking this way more often. That's gone. Chris Army Knife we might come back to. Bandages is 4 seconds. We'll keep it in mind. That's never getting used. That's never getting used. The right tool. Yep, let's do it. That's going to scale better as well. Regen equal to our level. So regen probably is starting to fall off now, but there's nothing else that's kind of decent. So regen's this little green number. It's just like every second I'll get 8 health, which is pretty nice. Let's take on the big dog. That'll definitely level us up in time. Yep, this doesn't have poison to my knowledge. I think it's just a health and shield. Nah, it's got a little bit of poison. It's alright. We outdamage this. No dramas at all. The good thing about having a little bit of crit is that Armadillo can crit offensively as well, which is nice. A bit of seaweed, good to sell. So we get a huge shield for our next fight, which is going to be a player combat, so that's potentially not too bad. Docks, or items. On day 7, we can probably get some decent upgrades. Or we try to get money. Let's get a little bit of money. And we'll go for a shield item. The options are tool or weapon, so I think we have the most shield items. Might get lucky and upgrade, but not quite. Level up. Shield items buff. Get a shield item. Your leftmost shield gains a bunch. Gold or max health. 18 or 4 across the board, which we got 5, so that's 20. It's probably a reinforced firewall, to be honest. Yep. Get an item. Fight a monster. Small and medium items. We could get some upgrades, but upgrading these 3 like ain't that crash hot. We've got our good ones upgraded, and the armored core is probably the next best upgrade. So I think we're just going to fight a monster to get some XP. And maybe get a really nice upgrade, such as Flashing Mechanic could be pretty good. Give these 2 some crit. The crane's also really fun to use, but it definitely does not fit in with our build. Oh, yeah, probably just going to sell that. Alright, do we have anything to upgrade our shit? No. Crypto's 14. I think once we get it 16 or better, I think we're going to sell it. This guy's level 7, so 2 levels below me. Only on 3 wins. Lost a bunch of prestige, so... But he's not on 1 prestige. If they were on 1 prestige, they might have hit the last stand proc. Ooh, he's destroying small items. So I'm not going to have the duct tape and the barbed wire for very long, but the Armadillo should get the damage in time. Yep. Unfortunately, the sniper rifle did not proc. Okay, we're still flawless. This is going really well. Start our next fight with the shield. This is terrible because our next fight is going to be a monster. Skills is really good. Small items. We're not chasing duct tape, so let's go skills. Alright. When you level up, upgrade a bronze tier item. We're not using any bronze tier items. Just get 10 gold. Your shield items have shield equal to double your level. That is really good. Alright, this is really good because we're level 9, so there's 18 shields across the board, and this procs on adjacent items, so it's insane. And flames is terrible, so we're definitely getting this, there's no doubt. That's a huge increase, both in damage for Armadillo and shielding for everybody. Small item, small weapon, Chocolate bars, Non-weapon items, this is what we want. Because these shields are not weapons. 4-second shield, nah. And these things. Bunker could be particularly good, actually. Like, just looking at it, when you take damage, shield equal to 30% of the damage dealt. So every time, if they've got a build that has 5 weapons, every 5 attack, or like every time they attack, I shield, which means Armadillo procs. So they just kill themselves. Unless they're out-damaging Armadillo and out-shielding mine. And this is kind of like... Oh, man. And it shaves, like, 30% of the damage that I take. Well, that could be really good. That would stop a lot of the burst builds that come at me as well, I think. Because it would proc so much sooner. Oh, boy. I think I'm going to sell some shit. Oh, my God. My crypto's worth 1. I think I'm going to grab it. And then I'll figure out if I can actually squeeze it in later. Burn build should be very easy to beat. We're just looking for XP at the moment. Yeah. Because a large item like that, we've got to replace pretty much the duct tape plus 1. So probably the brick buddy is our next worst. And would it proc more often than these two? I think it would. Not against this build that we just seen. Against burn or poison builds, it's horrendously bad. Another upgrade. Loot items, not great. Poison items, nope. Core cooldown, not bad. Max health, Leftmost weapon, terrible. So I'd say the health, core cooldown. Yeah, shield isn't very good. Let's go core cooldown. The more we can scale the Armadillo, the better. Small non-weapon item, or Gumballs. Gumballs can give shield. And health. Only a little bit, but... And a little bit of crit chance, actually. So, yeah, definitely Gumballs. Let's go Gumballs. Let's just make some real... 7? Jesus. Sell that, sell that. Do-de-do-de-do. Health. Shield. Crit chance. Crit chance. Health. Shield. This is really good, actually. This is a high roll. Because we don't really want the damage ones. There we go. We got 1 damage. That's not bad. Crit chance. Alright. Spare change. Find any item in the bazaar. I don't think we're chasing any specific item. And then weapon skills. I mean, we can see what it is. It might be some kind of haste stuff. Oh my god. I think I know what that left one is. We'll go to the left one a dead last. Large item. We don't have one. Weapons have crit. Not terrible. Items have crit per weapon you have. That is terrible. When you shield, your weapons gain 20 damage for the fight. That's insane. There's no doubt about it. So, or 18. There we go. Crypto paid for itself. Sharp corners. Probably the best skill in the game, to be honest. It's makes so many builds completely busted. This you just got shot is going to get blasted off the face of the planet. This pretty much like, I don't know, quadruples how fast we scale. It's like endgame insurance. Poison build though, poison sneaks under shield. I just don't think they're shielding enough to stop me with how much I'm ramping. Depending on how this goes, I guess. Yeah, we're good. I think the crit really made a difference there, but that's the build that's going to be tricky. The poison super sustain stuff. We've only got 2 more player fights if we win 2, so hopefully it goes well. A small non-weapon item, chocky bars, or small items. These are all terrible. I might actually get some souped up chocky bars. So you can pay $10 to get gold tier ones. So instead of the normal small amount, it's 30. So it's actually like 150 health, which isn't terrible. And as much as this bunker seems really good, it's really good against weapon builds, but it's useless against poison and burn stuff. I don't think, because of the lack of versatility, I think it's probably gone, to be honest. We don't need to sell it just yet. Small weapon. Oh, these are all terrible. Let's get the one that gives us money. We're just going to sell that. Weapons platform, eh? Yeah, I think we beat everything that we come across. Just watch the scaling on the shields for the barbed wire in particular. It'll be insane. It's insane on the armadillo as well. But look, this guy, like, one cycle and he gains, like, yeah, like 200. Insane. They're gaining like 200 every cycle of my procs. There's not a whole lot in the game that can keep up with that. Upgrade my leftmost item. Yep, definitely the armored core. Yep. Shield skills. It doesn't even matter what these other ones are. It's always shield skills. Shields have crit. That's pretty nice. Small items. Nah. Rightmost item. Getting buffed by 20. That's really good because that 20 shield is also 20 damage on every shield proc, which is insane. Your shield items have shield equal to double your level. So that's what I currently have. So I don't know what the upgrade of that is, whether it's triple your level. So it adds 11. I think the best is rear shielding. Yeah, I mean, it's like this is a lot more shielding overall, but I think we maybe it is this, because this is more. So this is more offense, and this is more defense. And at the moment, we're scaling to infinity, so I think we just want defense. I almost picked the wrong one there. Items, gain gold equal to your level. Or friend items. These are friends, so I guess we use those. But I mean, are we even trying to upgrade them? Does it matter? Like this guy's 15 extra shield. This guy's like not even scaling. I mean, I guess it's good initial shielding, right? Which is longevity. Ballista. Yeah, these suck. Let's cycle a little bit of items just to see if we do get an upgrade. Nope. Let's keep going. Pig. Okay, this guy's got a decent run going on. He's the same level as us. Fingers crossed.
I should warn you.
As long as we don't initially die, we should outscale just about everything, I think. Oh shit. This guy might just kill us though. He's got a very strong build. We need to scale. Scale! He's got lifesteal on all his items. That's insane. Yeah. Wow. Lifesteal on all his items. Fiery for burning off all of his items. Wow. That guy's build was nuts. Get an item. Medium items. Or fight a monster. We're definitely fighting monsters because that's our way to level, to get more XP, to stay ahead of the curve that way. Burn build. That is terrible. Oh, his skills are terrible. Yeah, we pretty much can't get anything good off this, so it's just going to be a, just going to get a way to get XP and sell this. More level ups. Your items have crit. If you have a friend, your items gain more crit. Because we already have a little bit of crit, that's actually not terrible. Health, terrible. Poison, terrible. Shield item, terrible. Burn. So it's definitely the crit one. That scales the best. Haste item, nah. Small and medium, nah. Skills.
You have have at least a grain of wisdom? Since you have come.
Level up, bronze tier. Nope. 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 Yes.
When you are ready.
Excellent.
return.
Trash Titan, Void Golem. I think this guy might delete items, so this might be a little bit tricky. But we're going for XP. The higher level up we can get, we can... oh my god, Armadillo off the bat. That is so rude. And this thing destroys a small item, so he might destroy my only source of... Oh, Dooley got rid of the duct tape. Alright, barbed wire, you don't have much longer. But that was terrible. We just instantly lost Armadillo. Yeah, into the void. Destroyed our most our most important piece. Hero merchants, those are like the heroes you can actually play. So like Dooley, Vanessa, Pig, or the 3 unreleased ones. For items, I don't know, maybe there's an upgrade for the item that we can get. Who would have shielding? Maybe Mac? He's more of a poison potion type thing. Nope. 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 No, I don't think that's particularly good. Give your weapons lifesteal. The weapon on the right has lifesteal. Is that better than Brick Buddy? We lose 1 charge, but we get lifesteal on Armadillo. I mean, that's really good if we can infuse it with shield. I mean, it's 8 seconds. It's a pretty slow cooldown, to be honest. That's probably worth getting just in case we can upgrade it. Because giving Armadillo lifesteal would be insane. So we're kind of taking a chance there. Slow item, XP. We don't have any money. We got $2, so this will give us 1 XP. It's probably better than a little bit of money, so we'll just get 1 XP. Alright, now a Dooley fight. I'm kind of curious if Mortar and Pestil's just better than Brick Buddy like right now. There's like every 5 seconds this and this proc. Because we can do this, we can do this. The duct tape needs to go between the 2 fastest, so this would be better. And now Armadillo has lifesteal. I think this might be better. Because this kind of beats, not beats, but it's much better against poison builds. He's got a shield build with Armadillo, with poison. But is he scaling? He's scaling a little bit, but he's not scaling as much as me. Yeah. So you can see the lifesteal actually coming in here because he's dipping into my health, but then I'm getting over the top of him. Not a bad build. Mine's just a little bit better, mate. I think it helps having the barbed wire because I've got like 2 sources of damage. He only had the 1. He had slightly better shielding, but... next fight, start with shield. No, the next one's a monster fight, so definitely gold tier skills. We actually can't really afford these, but... when you have 4 or fewer items, we don't. When you use an item, your items gain crit, but your items have 50% crit. So that's like ramping crit. When you use a non-weapon item, a weapon gains haste. Not particularly good. Lefty Lucy. Okay, that's actually not bad, because we already have the first one of it, so upgrading it to 2 seconds is pretty cool. But we can't afford it, even if we sold everything. We only have $11, so we actually can't do anything here. Leftmost shield items, that's the core. Tool, core shield is bad. Meditation, leftmost weapon. So let's go the shield core upgrade for scaling. Regen equal to our level, not good. Tools, we only have 1. Shield skills, insane. When you use a weapon, your shield skills, your shield items gain 20 shields. This is like the opposite of sharp corners. The opposite way around. First time you fall below half health, shield equal to 20% of your max health. That's like an 800 shield. That's not bad. It could save us and give us time to ramp. When you burn, no, we don't burn. And then this is like this is an upgrade on one that we already have, but not, I don't think the scaling already, like we already are scaling enough that I don't think this matters. I think scaling the shields or staying healthy is the best options. So this prevents burst. This scales us defensively better. I think the stopping us from dying instantly is the play. Oh, we can't even afford it. They're all 12 bucks. Why do I keep visiting things that I can't beat? All right, let's go the Veteran Octopus. It does a fair bit of damage, but I think we should be okay. I think this pestle is really cool. I really want to give this shield, like get the enchantment, which I think enchantments happen at like level 15 or level 16 if we get there. Easy win. Free money. Temporary boost, item, or bronze tier junk. Is there any bronze tier junk that's actually decent at this stage of the game? I don't really think so. Temporary boost could be really good because we're coming into a player combat. It's potentially our last one. So we can actually get either the weapons are better. Wow, oh, heal items are better, which or max health. Let's get some max health and a level up, why not? More max health, burn items, no. Tool, no. Weapon upgrade, no. Friend cooldown. No, it's only 2 friends. Like, it's actually pretty poor. I think it's just max health. Get a tool, burn skills, small and medium items. I guess we can get some upgrades this way.
You're huge. Do you have any huge?
Chris Army Knife. He's not getting in the game at all. Hate to say it. Then we got Wallace, charging station, atomic clock. Nah, I think we are good with what we have. The only other thing I'm thinking about is that if we throw this over this way, the barbed wire gets buffed. And it's 1 extra proc for the core to charge up. But it's not as much lifesteal initially, because at the start we're going to be losing HP. The lifesteal on this will bring us to full, and the shields will also take over the top. So I think we're okay here. This guy hasn't lost a whole lot, and he's lost a tiny amount of prestige, which means his losses probably came early on, which means he's probably on a pretty good build as well. Fingers crossed.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Is this the last one? Oh, he's got a burst build. This is as bad as it comes for us, team. Shield, shield, heal, 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 heal. No.
Okay.
Oh, no. We didn't have to survive much longer. Damn. And that used all our prestige, so we're on our last chance now. So a free diamond tier item, no. Random enchant location, or gold and XP. I'm just trying to think. A random enchant probably isn't that great for this one. So do we just go XP and just try to get more health and scaling? I think so. I think we just go the XP over the fancy stuff. More max health, skills. We actually have money for skills now.
Full of noise.
Shield item or small ones gain 9. No. Exactly 1 friend. Reduce the core's cooldown. Nah, that's not happening. Large item, not happening. Small weapons, no. Refresh. Let's go again. Right, most weapon has 24 damage. That's actually significant because this guy procs off everything else. Envelope, terrible. Poison, poison. Let's go right-handed.
My skills are not well.
Friend, max health, gold, upgrade, shield item, or tool cooldown. It's probably max health just to stay alive. gold tier skills, tools, or an item. Definitely the gold tier skills. When you crit, the item gains crit chance. That's pretty good. When you haste, no. When you use a friend, burn. No. When you use a tool, burn. It's probably hone strike, to be honest. Scale that crit. Just trying to think if mortar and pestle's actually worth it over just more shields from, say, Chris Army Knife plus another small shield item potentially. Yeah, it's hard to say. Can't make the D right now though, not unless we get another small shield item, so... Oh, this might be tricky. This thing shields equal to its health and does damage equal to it as well. So we actually need to wear this guy down quick, otherwise we're just going to get slapped. Yeah, we're not scaling our... we're not scaling enough for this, I don't think. I think he's just outscaling us. Doing 1,000 damage every like 4 seconds, but it's not enough because he's got like 20,000 health. I think the storm helps us more than him. Am I wrong on that? Because his cooldowns are so long, we get ours back sooner. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Oh, and our crit ramps up as well. Yeah, we really need like a lot of max health kind of stuff. Sells for 12, that's really nice. Okay. Regen equal to our level, terrible. Health, toughness, and shield items, okay. This is what I'm kind of looking at. Enemy cooldowns increased by 1 second. That's not bad to slow things down. Copperhead, no. And then this thing again. The start of each fight, shield 80. Gain shield equal to 40% of the damage. I don't know if that's the play. I think we'll buy Copperhead just in case we need a small shield item. Shielded Dooley Scarf every 4 seconds and it stops freeze. When you burn, gain haste. No, terrible. Alright, we got our enchant. Crit effects. Burn or slow effects. Those are pretty bad. It's probably crit on the Armadillo to get like 100% crit chance, to be honest. I think slowing things down probably doesn't help. I think just crit helps from both shield and for the lifesteal now. Oh, when you shield, your items gain crit chance. Oh yeah, that's really good. So everything gets mad crit. Okay. Temporary boost, a weapon, small items. Let's go temporary boost. Once again, we'll just get the 10% max health and a Dooley build. So now my question is, Brick Buddies, not very good. Is Chris Army Knife and Copperhead better than Mortar and Pestle? We have crit on our shields. We're very bad against poison builds without this. Dooley doesn't have great poison builds though. So I think this is better because it's more shield procs. 3 seconds, so I'm just thinking about where things should be positioned right now. Balloon Bot now scales slightly with Chris Army Knife. Duct Tape needs to go against the 2 fastest, so Balloon Bot definitely 6.7, but he gets charged at least once per cycle, if not twice. This is more like 5.7 or 4.7. Which is probably better than putting it next to the Chris Army Knife. So I think this is our best bet for a Dooley fight. This guy's out of prestige as well and doesn't have many wins, so... And he hasn't hit level 16, so he hasn't got his enchanted item yet. So fingers crossed, we're good here. Stoic Knight. Don't do me. He's got some poison skills. Oh god. It's an actual Dooley poison build. The moment that I take off my poison. Oh, like my poison protection. Oh my god, he's slowing everything. Which means I'm not powering up. The poison's getting a lot. No! Oh, if I had the life steal, this is free. Alright, we are doing damage though. We're doing a lot of damage. We just need more procs. Everything's about to proc again. Go, 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 go. Come on. Just proc. Yes! We were 1 second off losing. We had 560 poison and we only had 165 life. We were like 1 second off. Woo! 0 prestige. That come down to it. That's why this game's so fucking fun, man. You think you've got a busted build, but everybody has a busted build. So to explain that build for the people that missed it, we had the Armored Core was our starting item, so it gets shield. Everything to the right of it has shield. Everything to the left of it helps it out. We had Barbed Wire, which when you shield, it gains damage. So that's why we want to stack shields. Duct Tape, it slows, and when I use adjacent item shields, this is just a quick shield. This is a quick shield, and then Deadly Armadillo, the rightmost item here. When you shield, deal damage equal to this item's shield. So it works really good with shield scaling, which is what the Armored Core does. And it also had the crit buff as well, which is when you shield, your items gain crit chance for the fight. So every time these things were just scaling into permanent crits and dealing a lot of damage because this and this would just scale to infinity. Our items, we also had, the main one was Sharp Corners, this rightmost one here. When you shield, your weapons gain 20 damage. So not only was it scaling a little bit, it was scaling insane amounts, both of these things. And that's how we got our 10 wins. Thanks for watching. And I hope to see you on the next version. Oh, the next fucking episode. Next episode. We're not even doing episodes. On the next video. See you later. Peace.